6 hours later, we're still going.
Oh, I don't know where Neil's gone. Where is he?
You're talking to, you've got a broken husband. You've got no idea.
I am listening, but I'm just going to pop the chops in a minute.
Dave was last seen.
What happened?
Dave was last seen going into the sunset, sucking his thumb, looking for trees to bang his head on. Disappear.
Before you came into my life, I never had this problem, Neil.
Oh, well, I've just been in my sock drawer and look what I've just found. It's a grey October day. Still not cold, to be fair, just a bit chilly. Right, so the campsite is very quiet. I'm just going to pop over to the office now, and then we've got a metal shed to construct for one of the lodges. I have a sneaky feeling it's going to be one of them flat packs that come in 1001 bits, and if it's the type that I think it's going to be, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be stretching our intelligence, our construction abilities. We'll wait and see. I'm going to have to come up in the Crando and take it down to the lodge where we're going to build it. Anyway, I think Dave's going to give a lift with that. And as I said, the campsite's very quiet. So, I'm nipping home later to see Sandra again, have my tea, have my bath. It's a Sunday as I'm recording this. And see what these last couple of weeks bring, shall we? So, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's got millions of, well, not millions, but dozens of slatted metal panels that you have to do the base, and then you build the corners up, and then you put the panels on. There's 5,000 million screws, and then I think you have to build the top separately, and yeah, awful things to assemble. If it's not even undone yet. Right, so Dave's coming over in a minute. I've got the Crando up in the reception area, and I'm just going to take a pair of scissors with me to unbox it. I've got some tools in the back of the car for assembly, and hey ho, what could possibly go wrong? Awful. Right, how's it going to go? That's the question. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's a bitch job, this one, Dave, I'm telling you. Right, so did you ever, those of a certain age, did you ever play Split the Kipper?
Stretch it, call.
No, Split the Kipper, where you with your knives in the floor. Hey, come on, Dave, come on, split. Come on, you go first. Come on. Oh, Jesus! Right, hang on, you go there. Right, hang on. But it's got to stay. Oh, that's not very good. It's got to stand up. Oh. Gee. Right, tell you what, Dave.
I've lost it.
Yeah, don't give up your day job. There's Dave's bum in the air. Look, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47 bits and 9,000 screws. Dave, we've been going 5 minutes and we haven't argued yet. If you were Sandra by now, I'd have walked out of here. Right, what do you need now? More screws and washers. Tip yet, Dave? If it all fails, blame Sandra. Only joking. Right. I should be at church. Bell ringing. That's what I should be doing. Bell ringing on a Sunday morning, not bloody erecting a shed. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, God. Do you need some help, Dave? You're looking a bit right. Those of a certain age will remember. Up on the roof. Oh God. Right. So as you can see, millions and millions of screws. There is like a protective film on this, so we're going to leave on, I think. And unusually, when you get something like this, it normally has a fine oily thing, and you end up smelling of oil, and you end up with oily hands. Yeah. So far, so good. We haven't argued yet, Dave. Still time, plenty of time. I'm not having my 11's cup of coffee, Dave. I normally have a cup of coffee about 11, don't I? Right. Yeah, we might have a little break, innit? So I think we're getting somewhere. How long have we been going now? What time is it?
3 days.
About an hour and a half, and I reckon we're not even halfway there yet. We've got a bit of a mystery on the whole. At the moment, that's not lining up. I'm not convinced that's right. Blue sky, absolute perfect. You know, Dave, it never rains at the nurseries. It never, ever. All we have is blue sky. Look at that. This is going to be a legacy for when I've left. So when I left Timpley, the Frank Sidebottom statue is my legacy, and this bloody metal shed will be my legacy. When you're cutting the grass next year, Dave, you're coming around here, you'll think of me, won't you? Hey, that's what we'll be thinking of. Right, I'm a part missing, an F2. Old fart mug, and I've got hands off his dad. Oh dear. Right. Lovely. Well, you got chocolate biscuits, and I've got a chicken and mushroom slice. Coming together. Definitely coming together. Will we be finished before it goes dark? We started this at 10 o'clock this morning. This is now 3:15. Dave's resources to drinking beer. That's I'm not drinking beer because I've got to drive home in a bit to go and see Sandra. It's taken longer to do this roof than it did for the entire shed, because some pillock had them the wrong way around, and it wouldn't line up, would it?
Don't be hard on yourself.
I'm not. Now hang on a moment. So who sussed it, Dave? Come on, tell the truth.
Me.
Team effort. Team effort. Team nurseries.
Yeah.
I need to get out of the nurseries and go to a big school. I've just had enough of being in the nursery. Right, that has taken hours, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And that looks so simple. And it nearly broke us, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Dave
was weeping at one stage, weeping. We've even had to have a tea break. Weeping. No idea. 6 hours later, we're still going. Right. So basically, what we've done wrong, this was upside down where the lock is, and there was no clear instructions, so we had to take all that out and turn it upside down, didn't we? And then there's a bar at the back here where the hinges go, and that was upside down and it wasn't lining up. So what we're hoping, aren't we, Dave, is when we flip this round now, that these hinges will go.
And we'll rewrite the instructions.
No, and then the big one that we've got yet to do, and it's now gone 4 o'clock. Said to Sandra I'll be home by 4. Is the gas struts, and the gas struts can be an absolute swine. Awful shed. Absolutely don't buy these. I was just like, never, ever.
Oh, I don't know where Neil's gone. Where is he? Hang on. Neil, where are you?
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a drink about an hour ago and it's gone to my head. Oh, never, ever again. Oh. Good night. Goodbye. Right. I don't care, Sandra. You're talking to. You've got a broken husband. You've got no idea.
I am listening, but I'm just going to pop the chops in a minute.
Dave was last seen.
What happened?
Dave was last seen going into the sunset, sucking his thumb, looking for trees to bang his head on, and I think he ended up being abducted by an alien. It's been. I've got blood. I've physically got blood. Cut fingers. All sorts. Right. So, do you remember the Timpley Tavern? So there was this like social club thing we were involved with years ago, 20 odd years ago. We set up a print society with risographs. So those that know will know what a risograph is. Anyway, we ended up with a black and white and a colour risograph. I was chair of the print society. Anyway, so to set up the print room, we took over what was called the mower shed, which was like a brick secure building attached to this social club. But
Yeah, I remember that.
But part of the deal with the guys that were running the social club, they said, well, where are we going to keep our mowers and stuff? Yeah, you're okay. So we said, we'll get you a shed. They said, well, we don't want a wooden shed because somebody will be able to break into it. And they said, we want a metal shed. So we bought a metal shed from Machine Mart, I think it was. 15 foot, I think it was, by 8 foot. Huge. We had a concrete base put in. And then we said, right, we'll get a working party together to construct the metal shed. Because we knew it was going to take a bit of time. It's a big shed. It's a big shed. This was huge. Like a garage more than a shed. Yeah, it wasn't even a shed. It was like the size of a garage. Anyway. So the Saturday morning came. We had a working group. I don't know. 10, 12, 15 grown men. Absolutely grown men. Opened these boxes. And there was thousands of tin plates and panels and screws and bits. And by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'd just basically built a base. Grown men were broken. They were weeping. They'd gone home to their wives. They were broken. And to cut a long story short, that shed, this massive shed, took 10 to 15 people over the course of 2 days to construct. And then I come up with an idea. Then a few years ago, we had a big wooden shed at the bottom of the garden where we used to live. Those that go back, you wouldn't have seen it. And I said to Sandra, it's rotten this. I'll get you a greenhouse. So we got a flat pack greenhouse, didn't we? And that was challenging.
We got there.
We did get there. But because we then lost the shed, I said to Sandra, I'll get you another metal shed to replace the shed that was at the bottom of the garden where the greenhouse was.
Sorry, I'm listening.
Yep. So bearing in mind that this other metal shed at the Simply Taverners, this 15-foot behaviour, this massive one, had broken us, and never again. So we ordered one, not from Machine Mart, one from my another company that was, technically speaking, said was easy construction. And it wasn't, was it, Sandra?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was awful. I think that took us flipping. So compared to what I've built today, that was twice as big. That took us an entire weekend to construct.
Well, it helped to the extent that I persuaded you not to mix up all the bits before we started, like you normally do. so I had a handle pretty much on what went where. There's 1 or 2 bits that didn't quite go in plan, but I thought we did pretty well on that.
So we had the metal shed. So today at work, it's been quiet, really quiet. I said to Sandra, I'll be home early and all the rest. So it's time it now, 5:30. I said, I'll be home early today and all the rest of it. Nice early, quick, easy day for me coming to the end of the season. And then we were given instructions that we'd had a shed delivered. And I looked at it and I thought, that's going to be a bitch, that. I said, this is going to be bad. This is going to be another one of them sheds that never, don't buy them. Don't ever buy them. So Dave was all jolly and everything. Oh, come on, we'll get it down. So lobbed it in the back of the cram down the boxes, and 10 o'clock.
So, where's this shed going?
It's the back of one of the lodges. Dave is broken, and we assembled it, and it wasn't right. We put a bar on the wrong way round. We had to disassemble it, and we do that, and then broken. Dave, by the end of it, Dave's drinking beer. I can't have a beer because obviously I'm driving. Dave's knocking the bevies back, like tanking it, like having it hard, and.
Oh, Dave's not even here to defend himself, Mr. T.
I was there to help Dave. Apart from all the cock-ups he made, didn't you, Dave? I didn't make any cock-ups at all.
That I don't believe. Sorry.
It was awful, and it's constructed now, and it's out of alignment, and it will not line up. There's a lock, and I'm going to have to get a catch and a carabiner and finish off during the week. And I am so tired, broken. Dave didn't give me any sympathy. By the end of it, Dave's, come on, let's go. And off he went into the sunset. And
broken.
3, 2, me, a shot in the dark, a big question mark. What's wrong with Toya? Toya, for her age, is remarkably well.
You're not impressed she's on Strictly Come Dancing?
Well, do you not watch Toya and Robert on a Sunday afternoon?
Occasionally. But,
Yeah, she's done. So we saw Toya Wilcox in a play what was that play we went to go and see? Wasn't it UG? Was it UG, A Musical War? Jubilee. Saw Toya live in Jubilee. Those of a certain age will know the film Jubilee. It was there was men with the willies hanging. There was naked men in it, wasn't there? There was one man. He looked a little bit excited when he was lying on the floor. I thought, ooh, well, he's walking around with no clothes on. It was art.
Just whatever. But I won't say who it was. But the person next to me had to do Veronica's. He said, I'll either have to tie a knot on it or get out. And then they wouldn't let him back in, do you remember?
It was it the Royal Exchange in Manchester we went to go and see
We were
Toya.
all sat there, I was like, I've got to get out. So I climbed over the seats.
So I had to lie down for half an hour. Put my foot. This ankle, there's a name for what I think I've got, and apparently it takes 6 to 8 weeks to potentially recover. So I've actually put on a pair of Nike trainers, not my Fitbills, because they're dead tight, and to see whether it gives some support. On a vlog you did, I was watching recently, you were going on about the phenomenon of a missing sock, a lone sock. So what was all that about?
The long lost sock. What do you mean? What?
Yeah, but I've been going on about for ages. I've got no idea why socks disappear.
Before you came into my life, I never had this problem.
Oh, well, I've just been in my sock drawer and look what I've just found. I've got a sock on it. There is no other sock. This, and you have been putting things in my sock drawer here. This has appeared on its own. Where's that come from?
What have you done with the other one, Neil? That's the question.
I have no idea. Why
in the video, it turns out I could have thrown away the odd sock that I had, and then he brought a load of socks back from the caravan, and lo and behold, there was the missing long lost sock. You see, so I'm always a bit reluctant to throw the odd ones away because sometimes they randomly turn up as well.
We're stood in our doorway at the moment, and Rasha just wants to be with us. What are you doing, Rasha? So I was just saying to Sandra. So we've got some pictures.
Yes, we haven't yet put.
We haven't put up, and this hallway, it's a bit echoey to be honest, because it's we just need some art or some pictures or something on the wall. So anyway, so I should be going into 2 days off. I'm not having any days off as such this week. Dave and Tracy are going away. I won't go into details, but I am hoping to still be flipping home a couple of times, still having my tea here. And getting some of the sorting out that we want to do. Now the dark nights are here. Madness, isn't it? So I went home last night, the long way down the A52. I thought it was sensible. And the ship. So there's been a Scar weekend in Skegness. The ship was heaving. An earthquake is erupting, but not in Orange Street. It may not be uptown Jamaica, but I can promise you a treat. Dave has been singing all afternoon as well. He was he was singing about a bit of madness. He got a claim to fame with Neville Staples. Does anybody out there know who Neville Staples is? Who performed for us at a charity gig at a bit of a club thing that one of my friends was running in Coventry, home of Scar music, the club nights were called the Spencer. And I have got some absolutely proper, truly amazing photographs of Neville live on 35mm negatives. Yeah. All these people, son, you got no idea. Not God.
From what you've said, everybody will think it's in madness there.
Well, it was sort of that Scar music, wasn't it? It was a two-tone, wasn't it? So do you know what two-tone means?
It's a record label.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
I'm assuming it's skin colour. Yeah,
so it's black and white music. So it's the origin of reggae music. But a lot of people back in the day sort of used to talk about the skinheads being like thugs with the Doc Martens on and the drain pipe jeans. But the skinheads were all into ska music, and so actually, if you look, yeah, I was more of a. I wouldn't want that so much in New Romantic. I was just more of a I was a bit of a weirdo, to be honest. I was a Newmanoid.
Who'd have thought?
I've actually been on television. I've still got my OMD / Gary Newman little skinny red tie. I've still actually got that. It's actually been on television with me talking about things. What are you laughing at?
You're rambling, dear. You're rambling.
Well, what were you?
All sorts.
Come on, man. Like what? Were you into like David Cassidy?
No, I started off folk music and Morris dancing. Classical music, and then...
Yeah, but you must have been into like modern music.
Well, only in the 90s, really, to be honest. Well, when I was doing my A-levels, there was some quite good music then, and then we got into the proper 80s and it was all a bit dire. So, yeah. And then in the 90s, into some really good music again.
So something came up Saturday just gone. I think it was Saturday just gone. The Stump in Boston. If you live around Boston area and you're young, like, because I'm only 37.
I think it was 47.
Yeah, I was. But then I went back. Like a time traveller. I think on Saturday, so the Stump's the church. And they had an 80s/90s night in the church with a bar and everything and alcohol and dancing. I thought, oh, I wouldn't mind doing a bit of that. It's been a bit of a while since I've had a bit of a...
There's quite a big music venue in Boston as well. Do you know that? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, somebody got punched there. It was in the news last week. They're looking for somebody. The club.
Something Drome or something.
Yeah. I'm not going. No. I'm not going with like young people. Sort of thinking about people that are about 37.
Depends what's on, whether it'll be young people going or old people.
How old do you have to be old?
I don't know. Seems to be moving goalposts.
You're old compared to me.
I'm younger than you.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Prove it. Oh, prove it. Prove it to Georgie watching out there, and Bethel, and Edna.
I don't have to. I know I'm younger than you.
Right, I'm going back to work. So do you want to say goodbye, Sandra?
Goodbye for now. He's going to wave a sock at you.
Goodbye to my little sock that at the moment isn't reunited. Reunited, but it feels so good. Reunited.
On that theme,
like I know
if you do
it should.
spot what happened to my other pink flamingo sock, I'm missing a pink flamingo sock.
Hang on, you can't be missing a sock as well.
Yeah, because you washed them. Whenever you wash them, they go missing. I don't know how you do it.
Pink flamingos. You haven't got any pineapple socks, have you, Sandra?
No, just pink flamingos.
Are you growing pampas grass in the garden? No, you do know what flamingos mean, don't you, Sandra?
It just came on my socks.
Standing in the church, a pink flamingo part, they're crying in the rain.